went to one of the reps and asked if we could push our table back against the wall and sit in front of it, which had some good results, but also some bad.
Well, I mean, it was good because it made things a lot more accessible. My son was able to, at any point he could get up and get on someone's lap, to relax. We could actually put him down on the floor so he could kind of sit and stretch his legs. It gave our buddy Jeremy a chance to have a chair to sit down, and he would sit there while we were off doing one of our interviews. So, I mean, he was kind of like our official, chief of security.
Well, as was mentioned a lot, him and I actually do another show that now that Fanquest is over, we're going to get back into doing that, which actually this Thursday we are going to be running our next show, which is
Two Bearded Men,
and I believe the topic is actually politics this time.
You guys are probably going to want to listen to that, because it's going to be very interesting with a Canadian and American on their perspectives on politics.
Yeah, it's going to be not a PG-13 show. I think it's not even going to be a PG-18 show. We both have very, very strong opinions on a lot of different things, and neither one of us are afraid to be called racist or offensive, because of the way we feel. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
If you like offensive shows, listen on Thursday. And if you're from Wasteland Emporium and you're listening to this show, you are definitely going to want to listen to us on Thursday, because I know for a fact you share our views.
And so, but yeah, I mean, part of the reason why, I don't know, it was really an interesting environment, and I was going to go off and say that as we're going along, we would have to pass by Digital Fiasco. Yes. And I went off and I resisted the urge to go off and smack these guys upside the head every time I walked by, just because we were joking along with them, throughout the day. So I mean, it's really nice to know that we are not the only fandom, so to speak, podcast here in the city.
But it definitely did open up conversation on the fact that most podcasts in the city are legitimately standing alone, and so there's definitely some discussion going forward that of a little bit more of a joining of sorts of the different podcasts. So you are definitely on our Facebook as well. You're going to see a lot of posts from these other guys. So as you're sharing love with us, share love with them too.
Absolutely. I mean, this is kind of a little community. This is now 4 podcasts that I'm aware of here in the city that kind of share some of our views. And so I'm really, I'm finding a lot of this stuff really encouraging, and it's just, there's a lot of just great stuff that has come out on this. Again, I just want to thank everyone that went off and listened, who checked out the YouTube videos of our interviews, who went off and checked out our Facebook page. We literally, I think over the weekend, we went off
237 views.
237 views on and that was just on, I think, on the Patrick interview, I think, alone.
Also from the chip tuners.
The chip tuners.
They definitely showed out in droves.
Yeah, so, I mean, just the views that we had alone on our Facebook Live videos alone was incredible. And the fact that we had over 200 listens for on their podcasts over this weekend, most of which was through YouTube. It was absolutely phenomenal. I truly go off and I feel blessed on all this and just everything that's happened this past weekend. Again, big shout out to Jeremy, to Eagles and Bubbles and Eagles. I don't know, to them and their children. Big shout out to my wife Angel, to our little local dude, as well as just everyone else that came out and who supported us this past weekend. You guys really went off and helped us to crush this past weekend. And
the big question though, and I think we already answered it between ourselves. Are we doing this again?
if nothing else, we're gonna be back next year. I mean, FanQuest is our thing, and so there ain't no thing like this thing. Or I'm sorry, I'm never gonna say that again because first off, that doesn't make any sense to me.
And big shout out to Darth Balls and his entire family. Your guys' visit was absolutely phenomenal. I thank you for driving all the way from Montana. That was, I think, it took them 15 hours to get home. But I just want you all to know that I definitely appreciate it. I kind of wish I was able to spend more time with you guys, but I was absolutely running my feet
Again,
off.
This was just an absolute. I mean, the amount of stuff that we went off and we accomplished with the help of everyone this past weekend is just absolutely phenomenal. For me, this week isn't over. I got some big things coming up, which may or may not affect when our podcast goes forward in the future. Don't worry, guys. We're not going off. We're not going away anytime soon.
No, if anything, we actually probably will within the next, I don't know, a couple weeks or so. Probably have some more news for you guys of other things that we are currently working on behind closed doors.
Yeah, like I said, we are trying to line up a bunch of guests this coming, in the next couple of weeks, and a lot of this. I mean, we go off and we thank you guys a lot for the support. I don't know. I really do. I feel completely blessed just by everything that has happened over this past weekend.
So we are at 52 minutes.
We are about 52 minutes, which is pushing it a little long for us.
A little long. So we will probably go into our shameless plugs.
Shameless plug time.
Worst case scenario, we will be back next week, probably talking about FanQuest as well. This is definitely been a big influence.
Next week is actually going to be our 2-year anniversary episode. We will go off and we'll let you guys know on Facebook and on Twitter whether that's going to be a live episode or if that's going to be a pre-taped episode, depending on some of the stuff that's going on with me next weekend. It may not be, if it's going to be a live episode, it very well might not be on Tuesday night. It may have to be on Monday night.
Which would make it the 2-year anniversary.
It literally would make it the 2-year anniversary. More to come with that. In the days to come, I guarantee you guys, once I know what's going on, I'll make sure I go off and share that information with you guys. So again, shameless plug time. We'll start off by saying you can follow us on Twitter.
You can follow me at RealCaptFizz, so at RealCaptainFizz.
You can follow this local fellow at That Mask Guy. Follow the show at FizzMash Show. You can go off and check us out on Facebook. Again, search up Captain Fizz and the Mask Guy.
And it has everything.
It is just absolutely blown up over there. There's tons of live videos. There's tons of pictures there. And, I encourage you guys to do that. There's some pretty wild stuff there. And, of course, go check out our website, www.fizzmashshow.com. Within the next couple days, we are going to have uploaded all the pictures that you see on Facebook on there. And I'm telling you, this has just been a phenomenal weekend. I don't know what else to go off and really say, because I think I have thanked everyone about 732 times in the past 55 minutes or so.
I have one last shout out and one last thanks, and that is to Lazy Nerd. Anytime that things got a little hectic or whatnot, just walking past his table and, that friendly face to kind of look at was definitely a very big help. Him and his wife being able to stand there even for a couple seconds just to kind of say hi, definitely made my day slightly easier. So thank you, Lazy Nerd.
Go check out him on Facebook as well. Look up Lazy Nerd 204, and he's got some great stuff on there. Not only you can find the stuff about chiptunes and his music, he's also got a really great video game as well, which I encourage you guys to go check out. That is, my tired brain is gone the best out of me here. That is Monsters and Platforms, I think is the name of the game, or Platforms and Monsters.
It's probably on his Facebook.
It's on his Facebook. And
go look it up.
Go, look it up. Take a look.
No,
I was going to say in a book, but this isn't Reading Rainbow.
Monsters and Platforms.
Monsters and Platforms.
I think you had it right the first time.
I probably did. And then I second-guessed myself, which is never a good idea. So...
Anyways, thank you all for listening.
Yeah. So in the meantime, and in between time, good night, God bless, and may the Force be with you.
And stay frosty, everybody. Good night.
Good night.